Okay, look guys, it's gorgeous. We've got our temporary sticker on the window because we're waiting for the new one to come in the mail. I was trying to get this stupid thing hooked up there, and Pete took this off the other day. I think it annoyed him, and I can't get it back on right now. It keeps falling off and knocking the phone off, and I have to run because I have to run over to the bank and then go have my nails done, then I'm coming home. So yeah, I hope everyone's having a great Tuesday. I keep thinking it's Monday now, and of course it isn't because yesterday was a holiday. It's thrown me for a loop, but there again, it always does. But yeah, I will talk to you guys later. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Hi. Pretty girl.
Give me a call back. You've got my number.
Hi, pretty girl. You were fast asleep, but you know when the camera comes out, don't you? You such a good girl.
We are just living from hand
Watching a
to
little bit
mouth.
of classic curry. Pete should be home soon. It is 10 to 7. It's after 7, 20 past 7. Pete's just taking Roxy a walk around the block. When he was just coming home before, he came home late. He said there was a bad accident down the bottom of our street where Pete and Ashley got into an accident several years ago when Ashley was in that picture with the hat on. Anyway, he said he's not sure if a car hit a pedestrian or what. He said there's a ton of policemen down there though, so he's gone down to have a look to see, and I guess take Roxy a little walk around the block. Oh dear, I hope it's not fatal. He said it didn't look good when he walked past, but he couldn't see anybody injured. He just saw a car with a smashed windscreen and bunches of cops. He said, did you hear any sirens? I said, actually, I didn't know. Normally I do. I'm like, what's going on? Like a mirror cutters pop up. What's happening? Not really, but anyway, fingers crossed nobody's badly hurt. Normally we get the Newman's fajita thing, but they didn't have it. So Pete picked up one of these family-sized fajita chicken, and it has rice in it. And I just fancied fajitas for dinner, so that's the sauce. It needs to go in there, and it needs to all melt together, and then cooks for 15 minutes. So I'm gonna have that. I'm so hungry. I just felt like fajitas for dinner. Guys, it smells amazing. Oh, steam! Smells so good. I'm starting with one because I have a feeling one will be enough because we have large wraps. Okay, just tidied up from dinner. It's 10 to 10. I tell you what, those fajitas were absolutely fantastic. Definitely getting those again. I've never really done them with the rice because I thought we were just going to have it in a bowl, and then I was reading on the packet that you can in fact put them in. Some people do use rice in with their fajitas. It was just enough. Said to add lettuce, I didn't. I did do a bit of grated cheese on the top, which all melted, and it was delish. So good. So good. While we were eating, we were just watching a bit of America's Got Talent. I haven't really followed it this year. I did in the beginning when they were doing all the auditions, but then auditions, Sue. But I haven't really followed it the last couple of weeks. I've just not been into much the last couple of weeks. I'll tell you, it just, like, I'll start watching one thing, I'm like, bored, delete. I had all these Grand Hotels taped, 6 of them. And I started to watch 2 minutes of one on Sunday, and I just deleted them all. I hadn't watched any of them from the beginning, and apparently it was the episode 12. So at that point, I'm like, well, I haven't seen any at this point, and I've only got 6 tapes, so that's half of them missing. DVR is not as good as it is. They you can get all this, and the other thing, and it tapes 13 shows at a time. It does not. It does what it wants. That's why every Tuesday, 10 o'clock, I have to check and see if EastEnders, sorry, I'm just rubbing my leg and my back because it is pain. I twisted it when I was backing out of the driveway. I couldn't be bothered to do my 13-point turn in the driveway, so I backed out and I turned around too much, and it just went click clock and hasn't been the same since. Anyway, dinner was delicious. Washing up is done. Pete's just gone back into the office. He did go down, and the one cop was saying that someone on a bike went into a car didn't stop at the stop sign. So the kid had, or whoever it was, had been taken off to the hospital, and the cops were all there doing what they have to do. And I guess the driver of the car was still there, so I don't know. Hopefully he's all right, or she's all right. I think he said it was a he. But Roxy went for her first walk around the block, and Pete was saying, this is exactly where my daughter and I got into an accident back in '99. Because Ashley was like 4 years old. Wait, hold on. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ash was 6 years old. And I know there's a lot of new people. Pete and Ash, Pete had just got some new equipment, photography equipment. So we got Ashley all dressed up, and he took Ashley out to go do some pictures at the park to test out his new camera and stuff. And when they were coming back, some lady decided that she didn't have to stop at the stop sign and went right into Pete, spun him around God knows how many times, and pushed the car into the wall. It was my car that he'd taken, and it was a fairly brand new car. We'd only had it a few months, and there was well over $13,000 worth of damage done to the car. That's how hard she hit. Come to find out, she was illegal. She did not have insurance. She could not be found. She had 3 addresses. Pete literally drove to each address and got away with it. Apparently what she said was she hit the gas instead of the stop sign, so she sped off and went into Pete and Ash. And I always say this, and people think I'm crazy, but Ashley wanted to sit in the middle coming home of the back seat. Now, she normally sat on the right side behind the passenger. If Ashley had been sat where she sat when she went to the park with Pete, she would be dead. She'd be dead. That side of the car could not even be opened. Ashley, thank God, for whatever reason, decided to sit in the middle, put her seatbelt on, and was still thrown forward enough just to like smash up her lip a bit. Pete, unfortunately, told the paramedics that he didn't want to go to the hospital to be checked out, and later on that night he's like, Sue, you better take me to the hospital. He had had a knee replacement done 2 years prior, and then had to go back in. It messed up his knee. He had to go have his kneecap replaced again. So stop at stop signs, stop at stop signs. No one stops at stop signs. I mean, I didn't tell you guys this earlier, but I was backing out at the bank. I went to the bank first before nails, and I'm backing out, and this bozo old man starts reversing, trying to get in my spot. I'm like, can I get out of my spot before you get in? So I beep him, and he just waves, but keeps going. So I backed up as far as I could, which took me to the curb. I had 2 cars behind me, and then another old guy decides that he's going to pull out of a spot 2 spots away from me as I start to try and go forward to get out of everyone's way, because now I'm holding up all this traffic because I had cars coming from both sides. And he pulls out in front of me, but he pulls out and then just sits there. So we're all just sat there like in these weird positions going, oh, Ashley's home. What the WTF? What? Like, what are you doing? But the old guy just kept waving at me. I'm like, why are you waving? I'm not beeping to say clear. I'm beeping to say, can I get the heck out of my own spot before you try and get in it? That black car is pretty big. It's like, you know, big. Ticked me off a bit. Anyway, good job I didn't have the camera rolling, isn't it? Otherwise you'd have heard there'd been a lot of beeps and quacks and all sorts. But anyway, guys, she's just come home. I am going to love and leave you for this evening. I hope everyone had a brilliant Tuesday, whatever it is you did today. I hope it was a good one, and I will definitely see you tomorrow. Good night.